Yo, yo, yo. What's
What's good?
good? We have arrived.
So let's get it popping, cuz.
What's good? What's good? My man Lavis, we in the building. What's good? What's popping, boy?
What's good? How you been, man?
Shit, man. You know, another wonderful week, man. We made it. We almost there. We
We made
almost there. Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Once
What's up,
again,
everybody?
what's
How you
up,
doing?
everybody? Let's get into this roll call. While we do that, we want to
Yes,
welcome
sir.
y'all. Den of Nerds After Dark. It's your boy EP Al Schuler. It's your boy.
Lavis.
Yes. You know how we do it after a long day of nerd venging. We come down here with the peoples. We chill out. We hit the town a little bit. We talk some tea. We get into all the shit. So let's jump in this roll call real quick, man. Who we got out there today?
All right, starting up top, we got Mike motherfucking
Mike
Porter.
motherfucking Porter. Man, what's good, boy?
Hey, Patricia Palmisano, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, welcome. We always love the new ones. What's good?
Yes, sir. All right, we got Reefer Man Reviews. Wayne, what's
Reefer
up,
Man,
homie?
what's popping, man? What's good? How you doing?
Hi, Bashti.
Hi, Bashti.
What's up? Lucas Tex Venger, what's good, man?
Tex, what's popping, man?
We got Whiskey Steve, what's up, homie?
Whiskey Steve, pour me one, bro.
All right, what's good? Let's see, we got Ryan H up in the building. What's good?
What's good, Ryan? What's good?
See, Jareth Loveberry's a new face. He said After Dark with the beer in hand also. Yes, sir.
Love it, man. That's how you got to do it.
Of course, we got my man Josh up in the building with the Den of Nerds Live.
Salute to Josh. What's good, man?
We got Big Bob 0042. What's up, homie?
Big Bob, what's popping, man? Thanks for coming through.
Got Second Street Marvel. What's up, Trend?
Trend, what's good, man?
What's up, homie? And then last but not least, we got Fly.Wavy. Where's Josh? He's up in the chat.
Yeah. Josh lurking. You know how you do it, man. Welcome. And
He always
to
lurking.
those who are not chiming in on the chat, if this is your first time, you know, we'll do it. We'll let you slide this week, but we appreciate
Right.
you coming through. Special shout out.
Yes.
I don't know if he's watching, but to the homie that took my order, you know, I had to get it good, you know, told him about the show. So if you're watching, man,
That's what's
appreciate you coming through. But yeah, man,
that's what's
we gonna
good.
get into
All
it tonight. We got
Avengers.
some good shit cooking tonight, man. I think it's gonna be another good one, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's always good. It's always good.
Always, man. Well,
Dude.
you know, how's your week been, man? What's been good? What's the good news?
It's been up and down. It's been up and down, especially with some of the controversies that's been going on in our
Ooh,
little
yeah.
community.
We got to
But,
get into
like,
that a little bit. I
right.
think we got to get into it just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a taste. Just a little
But,
taste for everybody.
You know, without any further ado, man, let's go and get into the shits. The first thing I want to do though is run into this arcade real quick, man, and see if we can dub a few
Yes, sir.
quarters. You know, old school style. Because if I'm not mistaken, your game came out, didn't it?
Yeah. My game came out.
Yeah.
The Avengers came out last week, Friday.
Uh
Be a
huh.
week tomorrow.
Okay. So
Yep,
you
and
know,
I've been up on it.
yes.
Up on it.
So now the question I have for you, you know, is the game any bit better than what we saw in the beta? Because I mean, if you watch the show, which of course you watch the show because you here, and if it's your first time, go back and check out them previous ones. But you know,
Yes,
I've
sir.
been giving my man Lavis a little bit of shit when it comes to the
Little bit,
Avengers
a little
game.
bit.
Just a little bit,
Little bit,
man. Like that. That's just a taste. That's just a taste. But you know, just saying, you know, the game hadn't really met my expectations. I really didn't feel like it warranted dropping, you know, the money for it. But Lavis has a difference of opinion, and so now that, you know, my man has had almost a week's worth of, you know, playing the full release version, I want to give my man a chance to tell us what he thinks. So let's hear it, man. What you got?
Well, pretty much playing the full game. Yeah, it's a heck of a lot better than the experience that I had on the beta.
Mhm.
You get, of course, all the characters, but you get to play them outright when you go do the multiplayer first.
Okay.
But of course, they warn you there's spoilers for the story. I don't think this is a game that you're going to be able to just come on, especially if you like it just for the multiplayer. You're not going to play the story. You're going to want to play the story,
Right.
because they intertwine the two. Okay, so if you want to get some of them nice looking skins that they have and be able to play that and show them off to your friends, you're going to have to play through the story and get certain costumes, like from Iron Man, get certain things
Mhm.
for what's my girl's name? Kamala Khan, Miss
Yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah.
And in Hulk, of course, you get different little skins with him when you play through the game. Thor, all of them. However, like I said, my stance has changed on the game. Just a little bit.
Just
Just a little bit.
just a little bit.
It is definitely more of a multiplayer game than it is a story game.
Okay.
Uh, you're gonna wanna get all your friends together and up to 4 people and get it in with Cap or Thor or Hulk or Black Widow, and it's a lot of fun when you get to play with a team of people, especially if you're friends with them, and be able to, especially if there's like a, usually the game leader is the one that's leading the game,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you get to be like the captain of that team and tell them, hey, go over here, check this out, go get that, attack this person. It is a hell of a lot of fun being able to do
Gotcha.
that. They did upgrade the graphics. It is optimized a hell of a lot better on their servers.
Okay. Because that was
Some
going
of
to be
the
one of
good
my
things.
questions, man. Was have
Yeah,
the graphics gotten any better than what we saw in the beta? Because I went in a little bit on those beta graphics, man. So
right.
it.
No, but they have gotten a lot better. Some of the textures look a lot better, especially when you're in the ship,
Mm-hmm.
looking at the ship. Uh, the textures and I guess the gameplay when you're in the map is awesome. I like the way that like Thor, the way his cape behaves while he's flying, or even if he's just standing there, when the wind hits it and the way it starts to just move, you can
Yeah.
turn it different directions and it'll wrap around him. Like, yeah, they did a great job on the little tidbit details on there. The explosions look great. A lot of the map is destructible, so you can fall through stuff. If, like, say you get shot into something, you'll fall into like there's a platform with some beams and girders and glass. You'll actually fly straight through that if you get
Yeah.
shot through it, or if you want to fly through it. Uh, the maps are huge. I remember one of my concerns was they had these huge maps, but there was
Yeah.
nothing to do on them during the
Mm-hmm.
beta.
Yeah. I remember you
Now,
telling us, you saying that.
yeah, now there's these huge maps, and there's several different places that you can go. There's a lot of resources that you can collect, the different gear that you can get from some of these maps. Yeah, they really put a lot into it. Even in the story, the story is actually pretty solid from where they go. In my opinion, I haven't finished the storyline yet, but I have upgraded a lot of the different characters, played with all of them, and my favorite right now is still Iron Man,
Okay.
but then comes Thor, then comes Cap, Hulk, and everything
Okay.
in between. You get a lot of different. You get 3 different categories. I remember that I was telling you guys, like, right now you get the primary in the beta. Well, in the full game, you get primary, you get the specialties, and then you get masteries. And all of those upgrade your primary different powers that you have for each character. Uh, it's I would say stick with it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna give it a good honest try it all. For some downsides of it, they are still dropping patches because some of
Mm.
the characters will fall through the map. I was playing one mission where one of the villains that I was fighting fell through the map. Had no idea if I was going to be able to finish it, but they are good with the collision detection, but it takes some time. So like I wait like 2 minutes before it was like, oh, he fell through the map, and then it just destroyed the character and let me move on. Uh, there are some little downsides to it, but when it comes to these games that are coming out for the PS4 and PS5,
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of a boomer, so it's like I'm used to being able to get a whole game, get the whole sandwich in that game, and not have to worry about them dropping patches to make it do anything better.
Word.
But
Word.
with how it is with technologies nowadays, man, like all you got to do is try to get on their server and be like, "Yo, this is fucking up," and they'll patch it right
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying? Within a week. So I'd say if you're not a diehard for this game, which honestly I'm not a diehard for this game, it's just something new. It's different. There's no game out there that you can actually be an Avenger.
Right. Right.
Especially now when we got the Nerd Avengers and we're all coming out trying to be our own little superheroes. So that's
Oh
good
yeah.
experience. But if you're like Al and you're not really into the game, wait for it to drop and hit that, that little $20 or even come out free on the PlayStation 4 if that's what
Mm-hmm.
you're on. You'll enjoy it on that aspect a little bit more than trying to go out right now and buy it like 60, $70. Let's say let them catch up a little bit on their patches and
Gotcha.
get some of these DLCs going. Some of the other characters, I'm really excited to see how they're going to put them into the game. You're going to get people like Clint Barton and Kate Bishop. Of course, we know we're getting Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure with what, just recently happened with our loss with the Black Panther, they'll probably throw that in as a
Oh yeah.
DLC.
Oh yeah.
Uh, and you're going to get like 7 to 8 more characters. Scarlet Witch, all that, Vision. So I say, give it some time. If you're not really all about the game right now, it'll grow on you in time
That's what's
for
up.
sure.
Yeah, man. It definitely is one of those, like, it's always funny when you get to this time of year with video games because it's so much that drops. and you have to kind of
Right.
pick and choose, especially when you're on that grown man shit. It's like I got kids, damn it, can't just be
Right.
buying everything like I used to. So we talked about this a little bit throughout the week, man. For whatever reason, I can't take my hands off of UFC 4. Like, and
Right.
I'm now I do love me some MMA. I haven't been following it here recently because all this craziness that is 2020. But
Mm-hmm.
I've bought every UFC game on current gen, like from UFC 1 all the way up to this one. And I mean, honestly, when you play the game, they've made some tweaks. It's not like a massive overhaul. It's not, something where it's completely different from the previous one. The controls are a little bit different. There's a little more engagement with the career mode. But honestly, after a long day of nerve engine, I just like knocking a motherfucker out. Like I just call it what it is. Like I
Right.
love
Pretty much.
the contact. My stand up game is a beast, so I just get in there and do the career mode, man, and try to do that. So but it's crazy. I haven't been able, and it's so the one thing I'll say about that game is it can get really repetitive in career mode because essentially it's
Mm-hmm.
training camp, fight, training camp, fight. It's like they have little things where you can try to create rivalries through social media, but I really wish they would have put more into the social media aspect, like not necessarily, restricting you to only like replying when somebody tweets at you or something like that. Like I wish
Right.
I could go out and like say I'm ranked number 7 and I want to fight the number 2 dude. I wish I could get out there and talk shit to him to kind of drive that conversation a little bit. But it is what it is, man. It's a dope game. I think people should check it out. But then it was hard, and we had this one too, because 2K just came out not too long ago, and we not gonna go down the 2K rabbit hole, but it's like a glorified update. But us 2K people, we know what it is already. We do that,
Right.
and
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I had to make that
Y'all know.
choice. I had to make that choice, man. But I ended up sleeping or having to take a pass on Tony Hawk, and I know we got some Tony Hawk heads in
Oh yeah.
here, in
Most def.
here.
I'm actually in here checking the two-way right now, and we got a $5 super chat from Lord
Yeah,
Vito.
Lord
And he said,
Vito.
I'm chilling with my homegirl Jen. Can you give her a shout out for your boy? What's up, Jen?
What's up,
How you
Jen?
doing? Hope you enjoying this after dark experience tonight.
No doubt, no doubt.
I see Fly Wavy. He said, "Okay, no, I'm not welcome. What do you mean? Because it's members only for the chat, man. Just become a member.
That's it,
Come
man.
on
We got to
and
look.
chat with us, man.
If you was here, you
You're
saw
always
the intro,
welcome.
man.
Always
It
welcome.
take gas money to keep the wheels rolling when we hit the streets, man. So if you want
Yeah,
to
man.
get out there in the streets with us, man, we got to have some money on that petrol, baby. Like
You see these lights back here in the arcade, man.
you see what I'm
It's not
saying?
cheap.
Shit ain't
It's not
cheap.
cheap.
And it ain't like it ain't like we getting them residuals from them shield checks Josh be cashing either. So like help us out. Help us out.
Right. And then I see Josh over here on the two-way. Let me correct his statement here, or his little question he's got over here. I'm gonna turn it into a statement. Did Lavish just say, let them finish the game while those of us who
Ooh.
enjoy the Avengers paid $60 to afford it and will deal with the fact that it needs a little work? That is what he should have said, to be completely honest. we like the Avengers. We will deal with the little bit of issues that come out. All that means is, person like Josh, if you're gonna date him, make sure you got your shit together, okay? Because he will throw you and the Avengers out of the window till you get your shit together. That's what it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Man, look, I can't let you just ride on Josh like that. But yeah, he is kind of trying to flame you just a tad bit. just a tad bit, just a little bit. But yeah, man, I mean, like on the Tony Hawk tip, real quick, man. Like,
Yes,
what are you thinking, man? Is that something you're gonna pick up? You gonna wait till it goes on sale? Like, were you ever a Tony Hawk fan like that?
Oh yeah, I was definitely a Tony Hawk fan. I played the ones that came out for PlayStation and the ones that came out for PlayStation 2, the Tony Hawk, the Pro Skater, the Underground. I was on all of that. I ain't gonna lie, I did fall off over the years because it was another one of them 2K things where they just were coming out with just a roster and maybe a couple different maps, but it was practically the same thing.
Yeah,
But
true.
the ones that came out for PlayStation and PlayStation 2, I really enjoyed those, being able to do little hat tricks and grinding and getting the little you had to collect the little letters and be able to spell out the whole word and all the points you had to get in order to get the goal. I am a big person on, like, if you give me a goal, I will do my best to try to complete that and get all the points that I can. So seeing that they're remaking it. Yeah, I might wait just a little bit because there are a couple other games
Yeah.
on my list that I want to play first. But uh, yeah, I will be venturing out and seeing what that remake looks like because some of the images I've seen look really cool.
Yeah, dude. Like, and real quick before I forget, I want to rewind just a little bit because I just got a two-way from Kyle O'Connell saying, "Al, please tell me you playing as Tony Ferguson in UFC 4, doing sweep kicks and Wing Chun shit." Man, I would love to tell you that, but honestly, I jumped straight into career mode. I made me like a 6 foot stocky ass light heavyweight, and boy got hands like a Mack truck. So I just go out there and it's literally combination city. I'm 2-piecing, 3-piecing. I might throw a little kick in there to throw them off their game a little bit. I try to keep my ground game solid so I can keep the stand up going. But yeah, man, I'm all career mode when it comes to that UFC, man. But
Right, I feel you. I feel you. Did you play the other ones? Did you play? I played UFC 1 and 2.
yeah, I had
And
all of
2
them,
just
man.
got hella complicated.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. It's like they really, it was really a learning curve when they brought 2 in, especially with the ground game. It almost kind of took some of the enjoyment out of it. They kind of try to tweak it a little bit in 3, but the one thing I'll say about 4 is it's kind of like they have it where you can just get rid of all the bullshit when it comes to the ground game, and if you and
Okay.
really try to make it more accessible for people, it can get a little cheesy. I think if you're trying to do online, like I was reading that some cats was complaining that, the clinch game sucked online because people just spam clinch knees and stuff like that. But I really just get on there to kind of air out some frustration. So as long as I'm able to put people to sleep, I ain't tripping.
Right, I feel you. Yeah, it was one of my favorite things to do too. Besides knocking the motherfucker out,
Pretty
kicking him in the
much.
face, watching him.
Oh yeah, hitting that replay for like the
Yeah,
next 5 minutes. Yeah,
yeah, most definitely. I
exactly.
love being able to do all that. I see we
Yeah.
got some new faces popping up here on the
Right?
two-way. What's up, Trev? We got Burke the Nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, who else we got up in here as new? We got Danny Orange looking for some frosty money, look like.
Oh man, we got the checks coming, I think, at some point.
Yeah, at some
Some
point
point.
we'll get that frosty machine working. Then we got Jason from Polyhedral Paradise.
What's happening? What's happening,
Good man.
Jason?
We're talking about some games right now. What's on the PlayStation?
Yeah,
Because
because don't nobody really give a shit about Xbox. Let's be real.
yeah,
Unless
no, 3
you're
strikes.
unless you're a certain
3
executive
strikes.
producer named Ryan, but I mean, or Josh for that matter,
Or
but
Josh.
or Josh,
Yeah,
but
or Josh.
those poor guys, man. It's 2020 and people still ain't learned. But go ahead and keep giving that money to Microsoft. Go ahead.
I heard a rumor.
What rumor did you hear?
I heard a rumor that Josh was actually thinking about getting a PS5.
I heard that rumor too. Isn't that
I heard that.
interesting? Isn't it
That is
interesting how
very
that happens?
interesting.
I wonder why
I,
Josh. I wonder what's making Josh make that decision.
you know what? I think and this is just speculation. Okay, we'll have to go into speculation town, and I'll
Yeah.
continue this later. But
Mm-hmm.
speculating,
Right.
I think it's because he's starting to really see that PlayStation's is on its game.
Right.
We have a good variety, and you have the choice to either play all them extra games that you don't play on the Xbox,
Right.
and you don't have to pay as much for it.
Exactly.
So
I
I
mean,
think he might be coming around just a little bit.
or I have a slightly more cynical take on it. I think Josh is.
Okay.
I think Josh is not really looking forward to Halo 14,605,000. Like I don't think he's really trying to play another iteration of that first person shooter. Like
Especially when you can play it on the PC, which
Right.
with that extra RAM that we happened to raise for him a couple shows ago.
oh yeah,
I'm sure he'll
hashtag
be
ran
able
for
to play that.
Josh. Yeah, you got
Yes.
plenty of freedom now, man. You can do that. You ain't got to worry about the computer blowing up and you
Xbox.
back slapping Chet. None of that. That Chet expose is still coming. As soon as I get some more details on the facts, we gonna let Chet come on here and speak his truth. But yeah,
What's up,
man.
fan Chet? You popped in. Did you hear Chet's voice this morning? Believe it or not,
Oh man, Chet
he
spoke.
was talking cash money to Josh.
Hey, look, it's about time, man. I mean, everybody else has got a voice in 2020. Why can't Chet say what's on his mind? He can't get it
Right.
off his chest. He got something to say. Yeah, man. Wait a minute though.
Exactly.
Hold on. We got a two-way from T Rev. $2. I'll take it, man. Appreciate that. Says Sony has to
Yes,
be
sir.
good at least one thing. Hey, man. I didn't say Sony rules all, man. I'm just a PlayStation
No.
fan. Look, we know
Yeah, no.
we know Sony got some troubles. We know they got some troubles. But as long as they keep that PlayStation rolling and they keep giving me selections, multiple games to play, I'm down with that. I can do that.
Exactly.
I can do that.
Did you see the blasphemy that Polyhedral Paradise put in? Do you see this blasphemy about Fallout 76 being a solid
See, look,
game?
I was gonna try to look past it. I glanced at it and saw it and was gonna try to ignore it. But I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, Jay. It's not today, man. I've had a good week. I've had a better than good week, man. I'm not trying to go there on.
Yeah, I had a good week too. I'm gonna have to let that slide until I
Yeah.
see Fallout 76 gets the game of the year.
That's
I'm just and I got the game. And you know
Yeah.
what? I even got a 2 terabyte hard drive for my PlayStation, and it did not make the roster. And I still got space, but it's not
gonna do it, right?
not gonna do it.
See, look, all this potential triggering is making me want to jump to the bar and have a couple sips because I'm already fired up. And you know what happens when we get fired the fuck up over here? We start talking that shit, man. So I'm gonna jump us to this bar real quick so we can go in here and get a drink. You know what I'm saying? My man,
I'm saving my thirst for this purple drink later. I got some purple drink.
I feel
libation.
And I want to give a shout out to my man Leon. He be back there polishing the shit out of that cup every episode, like every episode. And you know what? He keeps it pristine in here, man. Like I love that shit. Now,
and then our 2 regulars we got there, they don't never look.
They don't ever
nothing.
No, they don't ever. They just be posted.
Yep, drinking.
Just drink. That's it. That's what you do when you're at the Nerve Injury Lounge, man. At the bar, you drink. Yeah. You drink, especially after a long day.
Somebody sleeping.
Yeah, he been out. Yeah, I think that man been out since '97, bro. I don't know if he even left. I don't know if he's even left.
I don't know. He might get canceled. Being back there like that, like the Venture Bros did.
Oh, dude, tell me about it. Right, like. That had the internet sick for a minute, right?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I've watched it, and you know, it's a little funny parody on Johnny Quest, which I would hope that they bring that back as some kind of iteration because I loved Johnny Quest.
Yeah,
but it's like they had 7 seasons in 17 years,
right?
And we're just now starting to be like, oh my god, they canceled Venture Bros. Like who? Like why? Why do we care about the Venture Bros?
That's my question: is do we care? Because I mean. That was the first I heard of it was kind of this uproar that happened. And I was like, oh, well, let me see what this is. And I was like, oh, it sounds interesting, but it's funny. I ain't heard of this shit in the 17 years. It's been on and off again.
Really? So, yeah, it's an Adult Swim show.
Right.
You know, on there with the lineup of Robot Chicken and, you know, Family Guy when it came on there. Like I said, it's a parody done on the Johnny Quest.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, you know. They go up against what is it? The Monarch is one of their main villains, and the Monarch is pretty much a butterfly. And he kind of fits the description. So he's like this guy. He's trying to take over the world. He's got the whole little Monarch butterfly costume on. He's got his little butterfly crew that'll come after you and all that stuff. But he's timid at the same time. Like he's tough when he talks to his girl, whatever, who has like a deep voice. She's hot. But she's got a deep voice. And you know, he's real tough when it comes to her and talking all his trash with the Venture Bros. But in the end, you know, he's a little bitch.
For real. Gotcha. Bitch. Going out like that.
And you know, they've had their ups and downs on the show and everything, and I chime in and out on it. But again, it's like when they got canceled the first time is when I quit watching. Then I heard it came back. Then I watched a little bit of the second one. It was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
They got canceled again.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know it came back for a third time. And now I heard it's getting canceled again. And I've read some of the articles. It doesn't really say why.
See, that's what I was going to ask. Is, you know, are they pushing the envelope to the point where they get canceled and they have to kind of back off a little bit? Or like, what's with all the hiatuses? Like, I mean, that's what I would be curious of. But it's something that sounds like I might want to check it out. I mean, we get the two-way... The super two-way from Whiskey Steve saying that the show is so good I'm busting out the 15-year-old stuff. Cheers to the Nerd Vengers and Broke Venger. Shout out, appreciate it. But
yes, sir. Especially the Broke Vengers.
Oh yeah, you gotta show love to the Broke Vengers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Them the day ones, man. They need love, all the love.
So they can chat.
Please get them $5. Please get them Broke Vengers. Help them for only $5 a month. You too can sponsor a Broke Venger.
I think I saw a fly just when you did that.
Yeah, I thought I heard "In the Arms of an Angel" in the back of my head for a minute. Start.
I would totally sing it, but my voice don't go up.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, man. Look, we need to get like all the Broke Vengers and put them in like a slideshow and just start showing their faces during like the Q&A and just, you know, shout out to all of the Broke Vengers out there that's trying to get to that membership level. We love everybody just the same, though.
Yes, sir.
But
For
yeah, man,
sure.
that's the main thing to me, man. With Venture Bros is like, is it good enough that I should care that they canceling it? You know, that's
Right.
yeah. But I mean, you know, you got my man Fan Jexture was saying, you know, that most of the Adult Swim fans think every show they have ever shown is the greatest thing. I tend to agree with that
Right.
statement. Like every time somebody that's like really into Adult Swim start telling me about Adult Swim shows, I swear they act like it's the best show ever. And I'm one of those people because when it came to Aqua Teen Hunger Force, like I would argue with people over that show. Like I'm like, no, if you don't think that show is great, you're stupid. Like I used to love
Well,
that shit.
Al, you might want to test my IQ. I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't completely like the show, but it was not something that I was
Man,
like,
you trying to
I
tell
wasn't on
me
it every day.
Master Shake, Meat Wad, and Fry Lock wasn't the most hilarious shit you saw at least for 2 seasons? At
They
least,
had their moments, man. It
oh
was the
man.
ambiance that helped kind of put me to sleep just a little bit.
See,
Like I would
no.
just make it halfway through before I knocked out on it.
I'm gonna just tell you like this. There's one episode that I feel like could sway you, and it's Dumber Dolls. If you watch the Dumber Dolls episode from I think season 1, that's when I was hooked. Like that shit had me crying, straight crying. But you know, it's not for everybody though. I tried to get my wife to watch it. She kind of like was confused. I was like, you know, it's not gonna work for you.
Luckily, it's an episode by episode show. You know what I'm saying? So unless
Yeah,
they have a to be continued, the last show that happened didn't really have shit to do with the show
right.
that they
Oh
just put
man,
on now.
yeah,
So
pretty much, pretty much.
it was like I said, it was one of them. It was a good show for me to like come in and yeah, if I was got educated on them books
Yeah,
before I decided to watch that show, then yeah,
it
I
might
would
be a little
totally
bit
get it
more.
and
Yeah,
it would be
I feel you.
hilarious. But if I was just trying to go to sleep and put the books down for the night,
Yeah.
it was yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
That's how I feel about it. Yeah.
Man. Okay. I'm not. Look, it's not one of those shows I'm gonna stand on and fight you about. We not. It's not that. It's not that. It's one of
No,
those,
yeah, like
acquired taste for sure. For sure. Looks
right,
like the
because
chat.
the Adult Swim lineup was pretty solid. They
Yeah.
had the C
Oh yeah. C
Labs, they had the
Lab. Yep.
Metalocalypse.
No doubt.
Metalocalypse actually surprised me. I thought it was pretty funny.
Okay.
Uh, it was on the same line as Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Got you.
So,
Got you.
I see Bashti asked me a question. She said, like how, Lavis? What like how what, Bashti? Like how
Oh shit.
I don't know what it is you're
Mm-mm.
asking,
Mm-mm.
but like how what? We got Whiskey Steve said, do y'all remember the oblongs? Yes, I remember
I
the
remember the
oblongs.
oblongs. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a little funny. I liked you know what got me hooked? The most ironic show on Adult Swim, Moral Oral.
Oh, that shit there, bro.
That show,
Man.
he had
Yeah.
me rolling. That show had me
They
going.
did have some. It might not have been like solid, like season to season, rail to rail, but they had some shows where you watch some episodes of that shit and you like, I don't even know what I'm watching right now, but I can't turn it off. Like
Right, exactly.
you're like, I don't know what the hell this is, but I cannot stop watching. Man.
Oh shit, son. Look at this two-way. We got RC Scott in here. He was like, I'm not gonna be a broke Venger no more.
Oh, look at this. See, this is what I
Which
like to
became
see.
a member earlier today.
That's what I like. I like
Most
that.
definitely.
My man. Yeah.
See they bringing up Boondocks. I don't.
See,
If
yeah.
I go into Boondocks, that's the whole show. We're
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
talk about
But if we start on Boondocks, like we need a couple more hours, and tonight's just
Yeah.
and,
Yeah,
and we
no, I
we need
can't
to do
do
that in the
that.
lounge. We can't do that at the bar.
Nah, yeah,
There's
sure.
some episodes of Boondocks that
already
we
know what
can't
happens
talk
in the
about
lounge
on here,
and in the
bro.
bar.
Yeah, you.
So,
All
but speaking about all this cancelizations and
yeah.
unpropositions, and let's make some more after dark words up.
Yep.
What's up with this Hollywood stuff, man?
Oh
What's
boy.
what's good with all that? Because it just seems like a lot of things in Hollywood are going down. I'm trying to refrain from using certain words because of what's going on right now in the world. But can you shed some light on that for me?
I mean, I could tell you, from my perspective, I know we talked about the John Boyega situation last week. We touched on, how basically people ran with the headline, the Star Wars is racist. And prior to that, we had the Gina Carano situation. Prior to that, we had, now it's slipping my mind. Who did we have? Anthony Mackie, that's right. He came out and made some comments. And it's just,
One of the first.
he was one of the first, absolutely. And it's starting to introduce different conversations within, this the nerd community that really some people might say we're not ready for, or it might be a little too spicy to get into, but some of these are relevant conversations. But then again,
Right.
on the flip side of that, from the entertainment standpoint, some fans are like, why the hell are we even talking about this? Like, why does this even have to be a topic? And I kind of see it from both sides, man. But it's like, you know, like I said, we got into the John Boyega thing last week. I'm sorry. And I'm just wondering, man, like when we hear this and when you hear this kind of stuff, man, like, are you more interested as a fan in the behind the scenes and what's happening, or are you still at a point where you're more excited for the actual product when it comes out?
Well, growing up, when it comes to behind the scenes stuff, I remember it really just being on a DVD. You get to look at how they
Mm-hmm.
made the movie. You get to see how the actors responded to the, behind the scenes. You got to watch people like Robert Downey Jr. finally break character during the DVD commentary,
Right.
and that's practically it. They wasn't really trying to tell you about a lot of the drama that was going on behind the scenes. And then
Mm-hmm.
nowadays, we got social media, and it's a little easier for people to get that quick knowledge of what's going on. And am I excited to hear about some of like, especially the drama about it? I particularly no. I'd rather just have the movie come out, watch how they did that with the green screen. So because I'm working on my little project and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
um, and get that info and let it be that. I mean, some things, yeah, of course, has to come to light. Got to kind of be aware of what you're getting into, especially if you're spending your money. It gives you that option if you want to support it. Ultimately, is what it comes down to.
Word.
But no, I'm not too excited to be hearing all these people getting able to come out, and it just causes more controversy. And it's like you flush the toilet, and it just never stops spinning.
Yeah, that's
Just water just,
big facts. Big facts.
and that's what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like right now.
Yeah, I got you. And that's what, like, for me, I kind of agree, but on the flip side of it for me too though is like I do really enjoy some of the conversations that are being brought to light. I just wish they were brought in a more conversational as opposed to a confrontational point of view or
Right, right.
aspect. Like, if Gina Carano has an opinion about something and she posts that on social media, I really wish we were in a place where we could kind of have an actual discussion about what it is she's speaking on, as opposed to, getting caught up in the presentation. Same thing with
Yeah,
John Boyega. I feel like we could have spent, you know, 3-4 hours talking about, the actual true implications of what he was speaking on, and what, the contributing factors to that stuff might be. But instead we were it was, not just we, but, the nerd community in general were focused on, the racial aspect. And, well, is Star Wars racist? Does Star Wars treat black characters the same as white characters? And it's like,
apparently so, because
you
they
know,
don't know what the hell they're
they
doing with any of the
that's
franchises. It seems
exactly
like.
that's exactly it. And, talking on the Star Wars thing now, there's all of this swirl and this, hype around Mandalorian season 2. Everybody's like super pumped, can't wait for that to drop. But now you got Disney, doing interviews and whatnot, coming out and saying things, alluding to the possibility that there could be kind of a shift in focus on
Right.
the, like, midway through season 2. And, we've, here at the Den have kind of speculated on what we thought it might be. There's a lot that's still under the table. Josh, is out there, saying what he's saying. And right now, like right at the moment, I'm having one of those moments where, the lady's name slips my mind, but Josh was, defend
Grace.
Grace Randolph. There you go.
Yeah, Grace Randolph.
Grace Randolph was coming out and said she had a little bit of insight, and then she got attacked for it. People saying she didn't know what she
Yeah.
was talking about. Turns out she might be on to something, but can't really divulge it. But even if you read between the lines in the article, and you see what they're talking about, you can kind of almost deduce that maybe this drama's with Pedro Pascal, and
Right.
that something went down either on set or with him and the big wigs, that they had a
Yeah.
falling out, and that it may force Disney to have to focus on other characters on the second half of, season 2 of The Mandalorian. And so, there's all kind of implications with that. And we could definitely get into that if the chat want to, kind of dive into that and go to speculation time a little bit. But I'm more, interested in just the general fact that these conversations and these kind of things are now, especially now in the times that we're in, really dominating the conversation more so than the hype for the actual content.
Right. Right, most definitely. And it kind of begs the question because it seems to me that Disney's like on the top of that list,
Right.
left and right. You are hearing stuff coming out of Disney, and it's like, what is going on there? So now that we have, possibly an issue with Pedro Pascal, and now they're focusing on different characters to finish their story, what do you think? Do you think it could possibly be another maybe Disney's racist thing, or maybe he didn't like how they did the character, and so it's just another
Hmm.
general John Boyega situation, but then again, here it is. Pedro Pascal. He's a member of the Hispanic community. So,
Hmm.
with the exception of the young lady who played Ray in
Yep.
Star Wars, she's pretty much the only person, or at least female. She's a female. Coming
Hmm.
out and complaining about this. So, what do you think? Do you think it could be another thing on that end of things, or is just Disney and Star Wars fucking up just as
Uh,
usual?
I think the in this particular situation, man, with what Disney has shown me with what they've done with Star Wars, you almost have to kind of go with Disney's fucking up yet again. But for it to be a situation where it's almost like they're entertaining the possibility of kind of parting ways with Pedro, like not officially, but at least from a standpoint of, having to maybe pivot on a season of a show that is like centered around his character, like that's got to be some deep shit. Like that's got to be some either some really serious went down on the set or they got privy to some real serious dirt that he might be implicated in and might want
Right?
to kind
Yeah,
of move
could be
away from that. And
for sure.
I think it's not fair to kind of really speculate on it until we know exactly
For
what's
sure, right.
going on. But at the same time, like you do kind of wonder like what really could be going on. And I'll tell you this much: if it is on some race shit, oh, Disney's finna have hell on their hands, man,
Oh, yeah.
because that's whether you look at Daisy Ridley's comments as her attacking Star Wars or just telling it like it is. When you count that or you look at that with the whole Kelly Marie Tran situation and what she dealt with, even though Disney, proper really didn't have a lot to do with the backlash that she got from fans and whatnot, necessarily. You look at the John Boyega situation, and now you've got this situation with this potential situation or alleged situation with Pedro. Like,
Right.
dude, Disney, all press is good press, but damn, like
Yeah, I mean,
what
after a while, it's just not that good anymore.
you know what I'm saying? And not even that, but we live in, a cancer culture society. So as big as Disney is, could we see a situation where like somebody's leading the charge to cancel Disney Star Wars, bro? Like, are we
Right,
really at the
right.
precipice of something that crazy?
I feel like it's something that could at least possibly happen. Will it actually go through and, like, make an impact of that kinda nature? I don't think so. I for real think that there's a lot of you Star Wars fans. I mean, I'm a normie, and I probably wouldn't be on the bandwagon to cancel it. I would just probably be more on the bandwagon that, there are entities in Hollywood that need to be replaced,
Yeah.
of course. But, I mean, as far as the franchise itself,
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't see them putting out anything in their story that is quote unquote racist. So
Right.
no, I think Star Wars as a property is fine, but maybe they need to be careful who they have actually take care of that property.
Yeah. I mean, and you can dance around it, but I said fire Kathleen Kennedy's ass, and you might have all your problems fixed. I'm just saying, when I look at
Right,
it and I see that all of this stuff, with again, in fairness, taking the Pedro situation aside, because we don't know if he's even involved, we don't know what that could be having anything to do with, but just talking about the stuff that we do know,
right,
you can't help but wonder how much of that would be different if she wasn't the one calling the shots. So,
right. Yeah.
at a
I'm
bare
checking the
minimum,
two-way here,
yeah, what
seeing
we
some of
got?
these questions. And we got High Basha here. She's asking, could some of the controversy going on with Pedro Pascal have to do with some of his activism? What do you think?
It very well could. I mean, and again, when you look at the climate right now, you look at the political climate, you look at the social climate, you look at what's, you know, really triggering people, if you will, right now, it very
Right,
well could be something where what he's doing, behind the scenes of what he's doing from an activist standpoint is not really meshing well or rolling the wrong way, or Disney maybe sees trouble with that down the road. It very well could be something like that.
right,
Uh,
right. I see Mike Hawes here in the two-way. He said Pedro, he would really have no effect. We saw his face once. Otherwise, he's just a voice. So, replace his ass and get a stuntman or get a true actor to take over. What do you think about that?
I think he's right, except for the fact that we did see his face, and fans aren't gonna let that shit go. Like now, if this
Right.
was 5, 10 years ago, and we were saying this, okay, cool. But in this climate, like nobody's
Right.
gonna
Right.
take like this character change or this recasting and just let and roll with it. People are gonna want to know what happened. People are gonna want the tea.
Right.
They're gonna want to be all in the middle of the shit, find out where it was, and it's gonna turn into a deal on social media as it always does. And all that'll do is detract from the show itself, which I think even with somebody like Favreau and Filoni at the helm of the show, you can't
Right.
help but like have to deal with the drama that would come along with that, or the fallout, if you will. So I feel what he's saying, but at the same time, I kind of disagree with that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that it would be a good idea to just up and recast, even though he's just a mask. I mean, we're already having a hard time with trying to get over the Chadwick Boseman situation
Right,
and on whether or not how they should handle that. If they should recast, or should they let Black Panther, pretty much dissipate and go with a new person that's already in the story, such as Shuri. Uh, these types of things are
right,
really hard to answer with living in this kind of a climate, and especially in Hollywood, because it's not it's not easy to do anymore. Nobody likes seeing, like, we're already having this issue with Spider-Man. Everybody's
right,
fighting to have the same Spider-Man for the next 13 movies. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be an old ass man. He'll turn into Uncle Ben before we want to have him not be Spider-Man anymore. So
right.
it's getting really difficult on just some of these little minor issues where, like you said, 5, 10 years ago, we would have just, kicked his
With the
ass
game
out
shit,
and got
right,
somebody new, and we'd have been, everybody would have had a little issues with it, but we'd have got over it.
right, right.
It's hard for people to get over a lot of things nowadays. What I see is the problem.
Yeah, I agree with you, man, 100%. Got a two-way from Jason over at Polyhedra Paradise. He says Ryan Johnson is the d-bag that fucked up Finn's story. He's an art school racist. I 1000% agree with that statement, other than the art school racist part, because I don't really know dude enough to say that. But I
Right.
will tell you this, and this is the question I have for you, Jay. Who's his boss? Who?
Disney.
But specifically in the realm of Star Wars, who was his general manager, if you will? If he the coach, his general manager was Kathleen Kennedy. She
Right.
saw that
That's what I was
script before everybody else, and she cheesed at it and said, "Go make your movie, baby." And guess what we got? The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
That's what we ended up with. And again, I can't fault him for making the movie he wanted to make if they allowed him to make it. If you tell me that I can get in the kitchen and make whatever dish I want to make with any ingredients I want, just as long as at the end I have a dish that people can eat, then I'm not gonna give a damn what it tastes like. I don't care if it's good to me. But you got to come in the kitchen and be like, nah, look, this what's on the menu. This how we gonna serve it. We gonna let you put
Right.
your own little spice on there. But at the end of the day, you can't be overcooking the dinner. You cannot go
No.
too far.
No. For
We
sure.
don't need all these extra ingredients. We don't need you to be making barbecue taste like seafood. Like, that's not what we trying to do. Quit subverting expectations. Write the damn movie the way it need to be written, and let's keep this thing going. But she didn't
Right.
do that.
Right.
So
I like Whiskey Steve's little comment here. He says these prominents have always been around. It's just no one there had the foresight to see the change and how the news is delivered to the masses.
agree.
And yeah, I'm about to say on that, I definitely agree. And that's why it's difficult to live in this climate now, because yeah, these problems have always been around. And I guess thanks to what's happening in the world, people have actually gotten tired of it. The distractions are going away because of it, and now
Mm-hmm.
they're starting to see it, and now a lot of people are like, you know what, no, we shouldn't have actually stood for this long. And that's why, to me, I think, we got the John Boyegas, we have the Anthony Mackies and all of them coming out, and on that defense, in the climate where you can actually talk about it, yeah, let's do it. But as long as it's progressive toward change and not just for you to be able to get the clout because of what's going on in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's taking it a little too far,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But it's
It,
still kind of hard to tell when it's not the same person trying to blow a whistle. It's multiple people.
got you.
So
Exactly.
that's a little bit of the issue there too. It's like, it makes you have to actually look at it
No
for
doubt.
sure.
Well, I'm looking out.
Uh-oh.
I'm looking out the window. It looks like we got a super chat. I'm gonna let you handle that while I go out here and grab this nerd
Yes,
Uber so
sir.
we
We
can
got
get over
a
here to
$5
speculation
super
town.
chat from Captain Pennsylvania up out of nowhere. What's up, homie? Thank you very much for that.
What's up, my
He said,
man?
Al, all my peeps, what up? Working late so I can make some money to buy Tony Hawk. Al, I'm coming for you. He said, I'm coming for you, Al.
You know what, Cap? I got you. I'm gonna be waiting for you, man. I'm gonna be waiting for you. You come on. I'm waiting, bro. And don't
Shoot,
worry.
I might have to squad up too then.
You're gonna have to.
Speaking of squadrons, and I know we're speaking of squadron, we're out of the arcade and everything, but I'm actually kind of excited about that squadrons coming
Oh,
out.
bro, like I can't wait for that. Like I'm gonna get on there and be like the most shit talking fighter pilot you've never seen. Like I'm gonna have people upset because like don't let me get good at the game either. Oh man, we got to stream that too, bro. We got to stream that.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it to come out because I really want to play with all of you. I know my man Josh is going to be on there. Ryan's going to be on there. No, you're talking about getting on there. Me, I don't know how many people they'll allow in a single game. I know how those Battlefront games usually go. Just like what, like 100 people or whatever. Or I know it's like 100 things, but it's like bots. So I think it's like again, it's like the Fall Guys where you get like 60 some odd people in a game. So I'm really excited to be able to see how, pretty much I guess how everybody plays. I love playing games. I've never flown on a plane before in my life. Never. I'd rather drive if I can help it, or I'll take a boat. But when it comes to flying games,
that's what's up.
Flying games, dude, I'm all about them games, dude. I love playing Battlefront and getting in behind a TIE fighter and just blasting folks.
Yeah.
It's my favorite to do.
Dude. It's I tell you, some of my favorite gameplay in Battlefront 2 was the aerial missions and being out there and tearing up TIE fighters and shit. Like it was dope, man. Like I love that stuff. So like squadrons, man, I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that.
Definitely. But we brought it up quite a few times, so let's go into speculation town.
Yeah, man. Let's go and get over. Let's go and get over here.
Got going down.
Let's get over here. Cool, man. Well,
I love speculation town. Look how beautiful that is.
It's so pretty. It's so aspirational. There's so many dreams and possibilities in speculation town, man.
Definitely. Like I was speculating on my background a little bit. I still have some work to do on it. I'm not done, but speculation town is coming to my home.
There you go.
I love it.
That's what I'm saying, man. Just tell the people how it really is, man. You didn't put down a deposit on an apartment in speculation town. You trying to move on in over there, man. Trying to move on in.
I don't know what that's gonna look like. I have to speculate on what my apartment's gonna look like, but
once I
actually see what it is.
That's why speculation town. Look, we haven't hit the tax bracket to stay in the Nerd Venture Tower yet. We trying to work on it. We getting there. We getting there, man. We getting there.
Every time Josh does something new, like he got that suit, you talking about that rent that went up.
Mm-hmm.
I had to move downtown.
That's what I'm saying. Now you're trying to get you a one roomer in speculation town because you got to go. You got to do it. Get it how you live, man.
I'm gonna be living underground like Batman here. Soon. keep going with that rent.
Oh man,
you run the whole town.
There you go.
Since we're here,
Yep. What you got?
The Witcher.
Oh yeah.
I have some little speculatory stuff on that because I seen that there's a good chance that Jason Momoa might become Witcher of sorts in a prequel.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I'm kind of excited to see how that is. They haven't really, officially released any images or anything like that, but it would be interesting to see the story on how the Witchers came about, especially with a person like Momoa taking that helm. And I'm really what I really would like to see if they were to do that is like, what is the age of that character? How far back are they going? And is there a possibility that it will actually lead into the Henry Cavill Witcher Geralt?
Yeah, Geralt.
Yeah, and maybe it would kind of be great to see Momoa and Cavill again on screen in something that actually has nothing to do with a superhero or Marvel or anything, and see how their dynamic is on screen with that. Would it make any difference or not? So,
right.
What do you think about it? How are you feeling about The Witcher? Have you caught the first season? You waiting for season 2?
Yeah, man. I actually did check out the first season, man. I thought it was really dope. I really, I wasn't a big Witcher fan. I knew the games, never played any of them, never really read the books, but a bunch of my coworkers were telling me about the series and saying it was really good. And so I went and checked it out. I was actually impressed. I thought it was a really good series. It was interesting the way they kind of told the story and how it was broken up, and you really had to kind of
Right.
follow the episodes to stay on top of stuff. But I think bringing in Jason Momoa and that, possible prequel series, if you will, I think it's dope. I don't know enough about Witcher lore or the story to
Right.
know, how that's gonna fit in or where it would tie in. But just as an actor, I think, that role would be perfect for him. And I do think that the chemistry between him and Cavill, it looks like it'll work well on screen. I mean, we saw a little bit of that with Justice League. So, seeing them kind of translate that, and I would feel like be a little more free with this role and kind of doing that. I think it'll be dope. So I'm really interested to see how it plays out.
Right. Later, Burke, and later, Lucas Tex
Lucas
Fender.
Tech, yeah,
Appreciate
for
you guys
sure.
stopping by.
Thanks for y'all coming
Hopefully, see you
through.
again next week.
No doubt.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see what they're really going to do. Everything's in rumor right now. This is why we're in speculation town. But it would be really great if they were able to pull that together and make that a whole like series. Is like Netflix doesn't have that, you know what I'm saying? They don't have it. It could possibly turn into something where you got to bounce back and watch the Blood Origins in order
Right.
to understand what they might be doing in season 3. And then that they don't have shows that tie in and circulate each other. So this is an opportunity, in my
Right.
opinion, for them to be able to do that.
No doubt. No doubt.
Another little speculation. How do you feel about? Did you catch any of The Boys?
No, not yet. I'm actually gonna try to check out a couple episodes maybe tonight after the show. But I want to
Okay.
try to get in some during the afternoon so I can make that watch party. Cause
Yeah.
I'm jonesing, man. Like I wanted to get in last week, but we had like a last minute little social event we had to do, so I missed out. And then the weekend rolled through, and work week. Nerve engine is a hard damn job, and
Yeah, it
so
is, man. Yeah,
we
it
ain't we
is.
ain't had the time. Now I'm looking at
Yeah.
my two way, and then I got my man Josh saying Boy season 2 is meh. Is that what it is, man? Is it meh?
Right. So I don't know if you caught his stream that morning when he was talking about it, but yeah, he feels very mad about the first 3 episodes that came out. And I don't thinking about it, I don't completely disagree with him. I was able to actually catch it twice that Friday. I watched it with my man Fan Jexture,
Okay,
and then I caught it again later that night on the watch party. And what I can say is, watching it for a second time, there were some things that I caught that I didn't catch the first time,
got you.
and that kind of drove their narrative a little bit better
Mm-hmm.
for me. And I do like it. What
Got
I
you.
think is going on with how they're doing their story now is, they have some new characters that they're introducing. They have a new dynamic that they're trying to go with,
Word.
and trying to stay away from spoilers for you. Um, and I think that they're trying to get that out of the way. I
Right.
think that this season is supposed to have more episodes to it as well. So they're trying to get all that little tidbit story stuff out the way, get you enthralled in what's going to go on with the going forward.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely do leave you not necessarily with a cliffhanger on the episode 3, but it is definitely like, yo, the way it ends is like this shit's about to for real go down the next few episodes that they pop off.
Got you.
And it's just, to me, I think after the first 3, now they're going to start picking up. And I feel like it's that way basically because the first season, they pulled you in the first episode. And within the first few minutes, they got my girl disintegrating because A-Train's running straight through her. So
Right.
you're like, whoa, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Then you got to look at some of the graphics. They have, they got Homelander in there. He's basically like an evil Superman. And they tied it all together with all their little heroes and how they pull it together.
Right.
And so, I got you in for the first season. So the second season, I think is going to, of course, be a little slow starting off because they got that fan base already.
Yep.
So now they're like, okay, let's slow down a little bit, build up our little characters, get the story going, and then it's just going to be popping off. But I'm
Gotcha.
going to tell you right now, in the first 3 episodes, is a lot of blood.
Hey.
And if
Hey,
you're
that-
into that type of stuff, you're gonna enjoy
That's
just
what's up.
watching them kick off, get down to episode 3. So
Yeah.
check it out, man.
Oh yeah.
Totally check it
Of course. I'm definitely going to. Real quick, I do want to correct myself. Appreciate you, Josh. Actually, tomorrow's watch party is Raised by Wolves, not
Yes.
the boys episodes. So
Right.
that's my bad. But yeah, man,
Yep.
I really the morning streams this week. It was a crazy week. I think I might have caught some a little bit on Wednesday, but no, I didn't get to see that early. I'm trying to get schedule worked out, but this nerve engine should be having me
You'll get
stuck in
there.
the
The
morning.
one thing, I'm glad you're not watching in the morning, because you probably be like me right now and be like, yo, Josh, fuck is my suit at, man?
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this much. I did see that intro, bro. And
Yeah.
I see my man flying all around the town
Yeah.
and in the Nerve Venture Tower. Look, now we had the board meeting. I knew we were making these strategic upgrades. I knew that, we were getting the tower put together, Josh, but I don't ever remember seeing nothing on the budget sheet about no damn suit. And I still ain't got a mic sleeve.
You must have had some money left over when we got that RAM.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have it on good authority, man, that we raised quite a bit of money on that hashtag ran for Josh movement.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, now we got suits.
Putting it in the tower at
suits.
least. You know what I'm saying? He's at least
putting
it back.
Yeah. And look, I'm just glad that my man got some AC in the tower. Cause them first couple days, bruh, it was hot. It was hot.
Dude. You ain't even got to tell me. Now he's out there over there looking out the balcony, out the window.
Right.
Hair all flowing in the breeze, looking like a dark-haired Fabio.
Right. I'm
like,
and meanwhile, we just nerve engine, man.
Meanwhile, we got people like Jason from the Palahito Paradise living in the basement part of the Nerd Vendor Tower. You got Steve sleeping on the girders, and I got to find a new damn apartment.
Yep, pretty much, man. Pretty much. See, like I mean, I guess I can't talk, man, because, I got that penthouse suite, but that I don't even get to stay in half the time because I'm out here in these streets getting my nerve engine on. But maybe that's what we ought to do. Maybe we ought to raffle off my suite in the tower for a night. Let somebody else play around in there or something, because, I mean, it ought to get some use.
We could do that and get those little Nerd Avenger power packs. Try to get them sold.
That too.
Because nobody wearing a fanny pack, but everybody
will wear a power pack, man. But
definitely.
Hey, by the way, since you mentioned it, man, I saw that we got some After Dark shirts in the shop.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, oh man. I love it.
I'm really excited.
Oh, bro, come on, man. I'm already I'm already about to get my 2. I gotta have one for me, one for the missus. The kids can wait. They got allowances. They can do their own thing, because we ain't started rigging.
Me and the best friend over here.
Exactly, and then let people know, After Dark is where it's at, man. That's my personal challenge to the community. No pressure, but I want to start seeing some After Dark pictures on social.
Yes,
I need to see you outside repping the After Dark show out. Put it on your social. Let us know. We'll throw your picture up on the show. You know what I'm saying? We'll show you some love. Man, got the 2-way from Josh.
He lives. It's in the maintenance room.
Maintenance room. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I got some extra lights. I'll send you, Jay, and you can put that up. Get you some ambiance going in there. We got Whiskey Steve saying he ordered his. We want to see some pictures, man. As soon as you get it, Pixar, it didn't happen.
I tell you what, I think I just got a 2-way from Josh that might have gave us a new theme song idea. He says he's bringing Fanny back.
He's bringing Fanny back.
Yeah.
Okay. I see you.
The mother villains don't know how to act. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Look, you know what I'm saying, man? We might have to make that work.
Well, since we kicking it with everybody, let's take it to the to the purple drink.
We got to get let's get some drink up in her. Man, yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, so fizzy, so effervescent. I love it. I
actually got me a little purple drink going on right here.
Is that purple drink or is that grape drink?
It's purple drink.
It's purple drink.
It started off as grape drink,
but then you had to put a little. Yeah, that's the way we do it. Now, did you remember to put the Jolly Rancher at the bottom?
Oh, yeah. Don't be telling everybody my secret, man. I ain't forget that.
Hey, man, look.
You can't know everything.
Yeah.
You can't know everything.
We didn't give them the secret. We didn't give them the secret recipe, though. That's all.
Right. No.
That's it.
No recipes going on there.
Nah.
So how we doing tonight in the chat, man? We kind of do a little bit what Josh did a little earlier. Let's see if we can get into a little bit of what you guys want to get into tonight.
Word.
It's going down. You let us know. And also, we have we're going to be trying to go a little early.
Yes.
Next week. We're going to shoot for 9:00 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that will be what
That's 8 Central.
8 o'clock for you.
8 Central.
Yep,
Yep.
8 o'clock for you
Yes,
down
sir.
there. And I know that changes for people like Vashti who are 3 hours behind. So next week we are going to be trying to go a little bit early. And also, I'm going to go ahead and ask this question now. Uh, we might be going on another day. We might be shooting for another
Yeah.
After Dark night.
Yeah.
So here right now in the chat, you can go ahead and let us know another day that you think would be great to see us on. And also, when we end the stream, if you come back and leave it in the comments, we will come back and look at that.
No doubt.
And hopefully, we'll get some good show days, and
Yeah.
we'll come back. You'll see After Dark, not just once, but twice.
And don't get it twisted. That hour early is, we gonna still run this bad boy through 11. So we talking about going 2 hours. We want to go
2 hours.
2 hours. So we're gonna start that. We're gonna start that probably next week. And then, based on the feedback, see how the Nerd Vengeance schedule looks like, see what kind of shift bids we get. Cause last time I got stuck with that bullshit, and I don't know how the person with the most seniority get the worst schedule, but I ain't gonna go John Boyega with it. I'm just gonna say, the luck of the draw. It's the luck of the draw.
The same thing, person with the most seniority also didn't get that mic sleeve.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm glad that somebody else is bringing a voice to my struggle. Okay.
I mean, we looked for it last week before we left.
We did. We tried. I thought it might have been like in the employee mailbox or something. I thought, maybe it got sent to the wrong address. I know Ryan had volunteered to send me one of his extras because I know he got like 30 of them. But I don't like handouts, but I do have my handout, Josh. But I love Josh though, man. Josh is my guy.
It could be in the mail, man, because sometimes when you order computers, it takes like 2 months to show up,
Oh, man.
So
it could take longer than 2 months, man, if they got to get them parts from overseas, or especially if they coming from like Alderaan, because Alderaan don't even exist no more. So
exactly.
Who knows, man?
It's up in the air, man. It's really up in the air on that one. Didn't we ask a question in the chat, not last week,
but the week before that?
Mm-hmm. We totally did, didn't we?
We sure did. If
I could see if we got any comments in there. I would love to see.
All right, let's get this little ambiance a little bit here.
Let's see what we got in there. Rest in peace to the king. Yeah, our last show with Chadwick Boseman, man. That was really great.
That was a really devil. Yeah, man. We
good love in there.
Really did come off well, man. I like that. I got a 2-way right now from my man Jason. Said, "Make your own. I'll be your own man." I want to, but there are no stars in the Nerd Avengers. I don't want to stand out just yet. I haven't. I want to keep us a solidified unit. I'm all about the family, man. So I'm just trying to be included. That's all. I just want, that's it. Man, okay. You know what? And then T-Rev just hit me with a 2-way and told me I should do an unboxing when all my merch comes in. I think that's a great idea. I think we should do an After Dark unboxing when I start getting all my nerve injury equipment, man. That might be a good look.
Right. Okay, we got one from Patricia Palmisano on the 2-way. She said, Alan Lavis, Mondays suck. This is true.
Facts.
After Dark will be a great reprieve at the end of the day. Okay. We'll have to keep that.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that, man. We'll have to definitely consider it.
So, we did ask, what was the most overrated Star Wars character? Did we get any answers from that? I don't think we dove into those answers.
We sure did, man. We sure did, and I was hella curious to find out too.
Yeah, so we got one from Adam G. He said he's going to give us one from each trilogy. So he really put some time to that. He said, so prequels, he got Darth Maul. So while he was involved in probably his most favorite lightsaber battle ever on screen, heavily influenced by John Williams, The Duel of Fates, he's got less than 10 minutes of screen time and an undue amount of love for years before they actually redeemed the character in the Clone Wars and Rebels. Okay, so what do you think about that with Darth Maul?
That's a tough one for me, man. Like, I really don't know if I can go with Maul just because of the impact that he had. Like, he didn't really have that much to do in that movie, man. But like, we talking Maul, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, when you saw him on the screen the first time, you was like, the fuck is that? Like, you was kind of wondering what was up, man. So I don't know about that one. What else he got though?
Goes on. He goes on and says, Boba Fett. He said over the course of 2 movies, he actually has less screen time than Maul and can't even lay claim to having killed the Jedi. He said, I give this character more credit if he had slipped on a banana peel and fell in that Sarlacc pit. So maybe suppose an inclusion in The Mandalorian will allow him for them to build the character up the way Maul was in the animation. Yeah, they totally did build up Maul in the animation. What do you think about Boba Fett being a overrated Star Wars character?
If we are keeping it to the OG trilogy, I have to agree. I really didn't see what the appeal was with Boba when you watch those first 3, man. Like, he's dope, don't get me wrong, but like all the love he got, like, he was an afterthought, really. Like, in my opinion, right. Can't really knock that.
On After Dark.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. And he said sequels. You got BB-8. I'm sorry, this stupid little ball gets too much love. He doesn't have the personality of my guys R2 and Chopper. So he always came off as a straight up made for toy sales character. You agree with that?
I would have totally disagreed with him if it wasn't for the Rise of Skywalker. And the reason I say that is because I feel like Dio stole the show. Like, Dio is the droid of the sequel trilogy, in my opinion. I don't understand why. I know he's probably a throw-in to sell some toys too, but like, at least that character has some like character, like some personality a little bit. I really wasn't feeling BB-8 like that, so I gotta agree with that one too.
Gotcha. All right. Well, then we got one from Mr. Anderson.
Welcome back.
He was actually really, he put the time in there. He was really happy. He got a shout out at 1 hour and 10 minutes in our last stream.
That's what's up.
Let's see. Did he have an overrated character, or was he just giving us some love? I think he was just giving us a little bit of love, and he was talking about Batman. Everybody's ready for that.
Everybody
iteration where we get Keaton and possibly Affleck and all that stuff.
Yeah, how could you not be nerding out about that, man? That's like a nerd. That is a nerd's wet dream, man. Like, you get all of your favorite Batmans on screen at once. Like, are you serious? It's gonna be crazy, man, if they pull it off.
Right. Yeah, it would be totally crazy if we were able to do that. I think personally, from right now, I think Baby Yoda is an overrated character. Just to say that to trigger everybody.
See, now time out. I gotta turn the music off. Hold on, because I just saw something on the two-way, and I need a legit answer to this question, Bashti. Are you agreeing with Polyhedra Paradise that Lando motherfucking Calrissian is the most overrated character? What? What?
Let me give you a proper gasp.
What? You think we was going hard on the Boyega talk? You start talking about my Lando, we gonna have some problems.
I mean, for me, especially, he was Lando, and I really actually enjoyed that character. You can't talk about my man Billy D. Williams like that.
Facts.
Like,
facts.
They changed the whole orientation of the face for this man.
1 second. Let me grab.
Like, did you get him? Did you bring him this time?
Actually, I did not. I did not. But what I have here,
you got the Black Dynamite Lando Calrissian over there.
Be more Lando. That's what the world needs.
Yes.
The world needs to be more Lando. You know what I'm saying? How to get what you want and look good doing it. Who else got that? Who else doing it like that?
I don't think so. I really think so. Mr. Anderson did come back with one. He said overrated character in Star Wars hands down is Luke Skywalker. And he said, hear me out, because I know y'all probably got, the veins bulging right now. They probably do. But he said Han Solo was not only the superior character development-wise, but I think Luke gets too much credit. He gets too much of an auto slot as the coolest or most popular Jedi due to being Vader's son. So you said, tell me one sick-ass moment where you were like, damn, Luke's whooping some ass. He said, I'll wait for that. He said, but it better not be when he saved Han from Jabba, because that motherfucker had 0 hands in that fight and was missing stuntmen with kicks and some more shit. What do you think about him saying Luke is hands down one of the most overrated Star Wars characters? I think for a black man, you're starting to turn the color of your shirt. It's worrying me a little bit. I don't think I've seen Al this quiet about a response ever. And I saved that one for last because I knew he would try to bring up the Force powers right now.
We don't need the Force. What we need is for that
Like,
opinion to take its place where it belongs, on an Xbox, in space, with no power. And that's as nice as I can put it right now, because boy, you trying to trigger me on a Thursday.
That's some triggeration right there.
That is triggeration personified. We are not just we are talking Luke.
It got Josh triggered.
We talking Luke Skywalker, my dude. Like, what this man overcame to defeat the strongest power in the galaxy, that just so happened to be his daddy. Let me ask you this question. If you found out that your old man was responsible for the destruction of the galaxy damn near, he then blew up your sister's home planet, and you somehow find a way to forgive this man and bring him back to the light. Not only that, but you carry his heavy metal ass all the way off the Death Star to Endor to burn him properly and send him off after overcoming all that shit, being a moisture farmer on Tatooine, not knowing a damn thing about this stuff a couple years prior to being the Luke Skywalker you get at the end of that movie. I don't care how many kicks that man missed. You better put some respect on his name, damn it.
Oh man, I see some mixed reactions here on the two-way, man.
Look,
you got Ryan H saying it's real that he's overrated, but we got Mike motherfucking Porter saying I'm triggered, and he really don't get triggered. Like,
let me tell you something. I see Fanjecture with the two-way saying Luke barely beat a Wampa. You know, I changed my stance. It's not Kathleen Kennedy's fault. It's y'all fault.
Oh,
it's y'all. Because you mother. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Y'all. Catch it. Catch it. Don't come from too
Chat,
hard, Al.
I'm coming for you, chat.
Catch it.
What I'm doing. See, Josh is a better person to really articulate this point, because Josh can break it down like a common denominator for you simpletons. Yeah, that's right. I said it because now I'm triggered and I am upset. You're disrespecting Luke, man. Look, see, this is, you know what? I'm flipping my stance again. It's not their fault. This is still Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy's fault, because you know what the last image is of Luke that everybody's remembering and why they all fucked up in the head with this? Because they saw Luke drinking blue titty milk. That's why. Yeah. That's what it is.
I ain't even gonna front on
that's
that
what
one.
it is.
What the fuck are they
when
doing?
Rian Johnson got Luke Skywalker drinking blue titty milk, that's when everybody started tripping. And now you got people got the nerve to try to say that he's overrated. Really? So who else was gonna go say the galaxy then? Who else was gonna go do that? Because if from my recollection, Death Star's gonna blow everybody's asses out the sky. So
yeah,
Luke did that. So hopefully you wouldn't have to go through that. But
exactly. Yeah. He stopped hitting the table the whole time.
The whole time.
You just couldn't do it. We got Fanjection coming back again. Said Luke needs Han Solo to blow up the Death Star. Luke needed Vader to beat the Emperor. Lame.
Nah, man. Luke's what they call an activator, my brother. Luke is the one who enabled them to even do that, because if it wasn't for Luke getting on that ship with Obi-Wan, wouldn't nobody give a damn about a Solo. Look, we saw the Solo movie. What the hell was Han Solo doing other than fucking up jobs? What was he doing?
I guess he was making that Kessel Run.
Yeah, exactly. In a I'ma just say it, in a brother ship.
Yeah. Speaking of the brother ship,
I'm just saying.
Take this off of Luke just a little bit. What do you think about Donald Glover playing Lando?
I
was a little in the middle of that.
I was too, until I saw him play him. I mean, he captured that swag for me, man. Like, the character of Lando to me is swag personified. Like, this man was triple OG status, and basically, like, you see it. If he wanted to, he was finna be Mr. Steal Your Girl the moment they got off the Millennium Falcon on Cloud City. He could have had Leia like that, but he ain't go there. He didn't do that because
This is
He
facts.
he was about to have Leia just like that. That man, you can't say nothing wrong about Lando, man. Lando's swag was incredible, and Donald Glover brought that swag back to life in a way that I didn't think was possible, man. So I was like, hey, I want to see more of that character. Actually, I would love to see
Yeah.
a young Lando Calrissian Chronicles where you have Donald Glover narrating the story, or maybe even having Lando, Mr. Billy D himself, narrate the story and have my man Donald act it out. You telling me that wouldn't be a dope show to put on Disney Plus?
Now, that to me begs another question. And so, with all the bullshit going on in Disney and how they fucking up Star Wars in general, do you think that having a show like that actually would be a good show? Or do you think they botched that shit up too?
Look, if Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni can give us The Mandalorian, then Disney has the capability of giving us a damn good Lando show. What you do is you get Filoni to give you a premise that fits in with the overall canon, and then you just bring Ryan Coogler in to execute. Wouldn't you want to see Ryan Coogler Star Wars? I know I would.
Yeah, most definitely.
I know I would.
I'd be down for Ryan Coogler Star Wars.
I know I would.
Make me more of a fan than I am now.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
might turn up.
and have like Lando on these like really obscure planets that don't none of us really, unless you get really deep into the books, know about. And here's a deep cut for my Star Wars fans. I don't know if the timelines would match up specifically, but you could even mix a little Rail Avaros in there and have like that rough gangster type Jedi mentality or some a character like that, and have Lando a young Lando interacting with somebody like that that's kind of on the run, hiding from the Empire or something like that.
Right,
man. That would be look, bro.
I think
the possibilities are endless.
Characters out of everyone, in my opinion.
Like that would be one of the dopest things ever, is to see Mr. Lando swagged out himself. Like, man, I can't get involved in all this Jedi nonsense. Like, it would be cool as hell, man, to have that dynamic play out. So I think that show would have legs, man.
I think so too. I have to definitely agree with that. I see Josh does. He said that shit would be sick.
I'm telling you, man, like that would be crazy. That would be absolutely crazy, man. I would totally watch it. Yes, I would totally. I would love to see that, man. Love to see that. But yeah, I see our chat is on. They on some other shit tonight, man. Whoo, I got hot. I'm like, oh,
right. I'm saying you was turning the same color as your shirt.
I'm saying, man, like
I've been said some triggering stuff to you before too. Like, how 2K ain't really all that great. All the years they come out 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Hey, man, you already know where I stand on that conversation, and it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. So you can cut it out right now.
We know it's true though. We know it's true.
It is false. Those are alternative facts.
You got in the chat. Anybody be on that 2K?
Man, if
20, 21?
If we got more than 5, I'd be shocked. I'm just being real.
I would be too.
Ooh, look, Boshti calling me out. She hit me 2 and said, "Don't sweat out them edges, Al." Boy, look, it's hard out here. It's hard out here as a content creator with these people trying to trigger me every time. Now I see what Josh be going through for real. Like, ooh.
Gotta keep
not
it
loop.
I got
not loop.
It blows right on me. It keeps me nice and cool.
See, look, we're gonna have to do some reconfiguring up in here, because especially if they're gonna be trying to get under my collar like this, man. Like, boy, look. Woo. T-Rev with the two-way said he got 2K20. That's what's up. Fanjexter says NBA or PGA. Look, at this point, I'd take either one of them. Like, if you're gonna help my cause, but I respect it, man.
Vashti gotta keep them waves popping.
You know what I'm saying? Look, ain't no waves today, man. It's like I tried to put the cap on, but this San Antonio humidity, woo, boy, it's not having it. Yeah. It's not having it.
Yeah, it's hot out my way too. I'm gonna have to get this taken care of my damn.
Yeah, man. Look, and today we had like a cool day in San Antonio. It was like 68 outside. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like, oh Lord, like what's really going on out here? We've been dealing with them triple digits for the last 2 months, man. I need a reprieve.
Right, most definitely.
Yeah, sure. Man. But yeah, we
got
give
any
them
more
about.
Questions for you?
We got anything else before we get ready to jump up out of here?
Purple drink.
Yeah, it's starting to kick in just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yep, I'm about to get educated a little bit.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. But
I'm
yeah,
gonna play me
man,
some more Avengers.
you do that, man. You know what I'm gonna go do? Play some
Fallout.
2K.
Oh, you gonna hit
I'm
2K?
going to get on 2K. Yep.
Okay, surprising because Discord be telling on you when you be on that Fallout
Oh
shit.
yeah, I know Discord be snitching, man. You need to stop snitching, man.
For
Discord.
sure. Most
Discord.
definitely for sure it does.
I'm serious, man. You know the sad part about it is like some nights, man, I turn on Fallout and it'll show that I'm on there at like 3:00 in the morning. Fallout be watching me, bro. I don't even get out of Diamond City and be snoring like I don't know what. It's crazy.
Right.
I wish I
think-
still had it like I had it.
Did you see what Danny Hard said? Said Josh is the most underrated character. But Ryan said, fuck out of here with that.
Man. Oh man. Why I feel like Ryan low key want Josh spot.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Look.
y'all. Okay, like I've paid a lot of attention to the Den of Nerds over the past. Actually, I guess I was watching them when y'all was back being NNR. I didn't even realize it. Okay, so I've been watching my man Josh for a minute, and I got to know him a little more personal behind the scenes. And I'm gonna tell you right now, and he's great. I do like Josh.
Josh,
he be working my nerves on the morning stream, but he's still.
Josh is a real one. Josh is a real one. He's After Dark certified, of course, because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my man. But even outside of that, man, Josh,
right?
You all right with me, man? Like look, Mike Sleeve or no Mike Sleeve, brother. You know I got you, man. I'm always have your back, brother.
Right.
So
if he was getting into a fight, I would at least throw a chair.
You know what I'm saying?
Make everybody mad and triggered, and then everybody would fight, and then we just sneak my man Josh out
and just get him out of there. And I'd be the one on the phone with 911, like they shooting. You better come get them. And we be ushering Josh right up out of there, man.
Oh, speaking of which, before we get out of here, so Josh did mention something about maybe on a Sunday you and him might be doing some kind of a Star Wars thing.
Ooh, yeah, man. Like, yeah, I don't want to spoil it for the people, but yeah, there might be this might be the last time you see me in this Last Jedi shirt. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
Like, we might have to light this bitch on fire.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't give us too much.
I don't know how Josh is feeling about it, but if he's asking me to come in and give my 2 cents, it's not gonna be pretty. So, you know, y'all might want to tune in on Sunday and see what's good with that one, because ooh wee.
Sure. I see T Rev in here. He said After Dark takeover for a week on the Den of Nerds live stream. Yeah, we've been flirting with possibly doing that. I can't give you no details on that. It might be considered a coup if we talk about it right now.
All we will say is make sure you watching, because you never know where the After Dark boys gonna show up.
Nope. Never know.
We got a lot
of different stuff going on over on our end.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep it hush. Keep it on the hush.
Do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, man, like matter of fact, I might have to see about, you know, coming up out of these confines, and maybe next week when we start this 2 hours off, man, I might just do that one from the penthouse, man. I might have to go into the Nerd Avenger penthouse suite and let people see what we working with out there. We'll see how I got to get the cleaning lady in there and get that, you know, it's bad in there. Last time we threw a party out in that mug in it.
Yeah. We'll have to see. I know I'll be tuning in to see all that, because
I'm telling you. I know
that's just going wow.
I was like T'Challa after that one, and was in the waking everybody up, snatching phones, like delete that footage. We couldn't see that.
Right.
I wasn't trying to show nobody that, man. It was crazy.
Barking at people.
Oh, I'm trying to tell you, man. Like it was some hangover type shit going on. It was like, nah, man.
Most definitely. Well, I hope everybody who's here in the chat and everybody who was watching behind the scenes enjoyed the show tonight.
Oh yeah, this was fun, man. It was.
Don't forget, after this, come back in the comments. Let us know a day, and if you like, even throw a little time in there. We're still gonna be shooting for a little After Dark.
After Dark, yes.
We got daylight savings coming, so After Dark comes a lot sooner. And hopefully, with that cool down in time, we might actually get a cool down around the rest of the world, and things might start popping off a little better.
Yeah. But
come back in the comments after this is over and let us know a day that you guys would like to see us, and maybe take a little stress off you a little sooner in the week.
No doubt, man. We you know, we say it every week, but
yes, sir.
You ain't got to go home.
Get the hell at home, but
How you gonna mess it up, man? How you gonna? Oh, bro.
Man, this purple drink is strong.
See, look, I told you 2 minutes ago it was time for us to wrap up, man. Look, you over here sipping. You want to try that again from the top?
Yeah. I'll try it again.
Let's try it again.
All right, go.
You ain't got to go home.
Go.
But you got to get the hell up out of here. Lavas, once again, brother, it's been real. Appreciate y'all hanging with us tonight. Be safe. Yes. We out.
We'll catch you in the
next video.
Hey, let's see if you can help me. See if you can help me find Josh's suit, man. I know it's around here somewhere.
Look, man. Josh right now, he was gonna come clubbing with us, but now this dude is out on the couch, bro. Like, we can get in here. I think I know the combination to get in. Let's see if we can figure this out real quick.
What was this? I know he didn't put I am Iron Lad. I know he didn't put that. No, I can't put that.
No. It's I thought it was like Batman Secret Labs 323.
Oh, try that.
Damn, that don't work either.
That don't work either. Damn.
What else?
Yeah, I know. He did. Check the balcony, man. He be hanging out on the balcony.
Something like that. Let me try this.
All right.
Is it? Wait. I think I got it. Let me see. I son Ryan 777. That's it. We in there. We got it.
Oh shit. Yes.
We got it.
Hell yeah.
Now, are you gonna fly it? Because I don't think this suit gonna fit me.
Man, I told you earlier, man. I don't know about me flying, doing all. I think you should do it.
Dog, it's not gonna fit me. Like, Josh is an extra medium. That's not gonna work.
I know, right? You're going to the gym and shit.
Well, how much you think we get for it on eBay?
Hey, you know what? We'll take it. We'll find that shit out later.